Let's see who's in tonight's centre-all box. Player turned gaffer, turned king of the jungle, turned national treasure. It's Harry Redknapp! And wait for it, Sandra! You are the first couple of this nation now, guys. So much love for you. And who else are you here with tonight, Harry?
This is Fran and Peter, two friends of ours.
So, Harry, are you nervous about handing over your phone tonight, Harry?
No, I don't think there's... I would think if you text somebody, they would be in shock thinking they got a text from me. Because honestly, it's...
You've never texted anyone?
I phone people and talk to them.
Of course you do. You're Harry Redknapp.
Yeah.
So, football, Harry, you miss it? You miss management?
Yeah, I loved it. Great. I loved every minute of it. You know, ups and downs, but that was great time for me.
I've got to tell you, Harry, because I'm a Spurs fan, and I went down years ago.
Yeah, I used to come in my office, didn't you?
So I was invited down to the dressing room, and I was so excited to see the players. And then I went to the dressing room, and I suddenly realised what dressing room means. It was my heroes, and then it was my heroes naked. It was the weirdest moment, because it didn't cross my mind. I was like, ha! And I was so focused on not... I didn't want to look, Harry. Yeah. But there's something... When something's just there, you're so worried that your eyes will just flick... And I knew I was one flick down of literally being banned from the stadium. And I was trying so hard. I was walking around like this. Hi, guys. And I remember I said hello to one player who was completely naked. And I went to... I went to shake what I thought was his hand. Anyway, brilliant. All I need you to do is pop your phone into the cushion here, and we'll get that down. Ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful sport, allowing me to send a debut text on his phone. So, if I plug it in here, it should supersize your phone for everybody to see, Harry. All right, so this is the phone, Harry, and the text we're going to pop in here is just discovered emojis. Do you know what an emoji is, Harry?
Yeah, I have one that I send all the time. It's just a thumbs up. Someone could send me the longest message you ever seen. All I send back is...
thumbs up. OK, now I think we should throw some emojis in to start. Ant, champagne, horn, handbag, ghost, lips, tooth. We'll make a little mistake because you're dictating, so they believe it's you. They hilarious. And there's a bloke in my phone called Siri. Who knows more than Sandra? I'm sure I signed him for West Ham once. Saw these emojis and thought of you. OK, we'll go with the poo. What else should we go? Cheese? Peach? Well, does that mean something rude? Peach? That's quite nice. I like croissant. That's quite a fun one. Should we go with those three? Poo, peach, croissant. Let's have some fun. What emojis make you think of me and why? Cat, feet, brain, hand, face. I'm just getting rid of the camel. All right, I think this is it. Star. OK, text. I'm waiting. Let's end with his absolute favourite. Thumbs up. All right, we're going to send this crazy emoji text to everybody in your phone. Should we do that, ladies and gentlemen? That text has gone! One more time for the absolutely wonderful Harry and Sandra! So, earlier tonight, we sent a text to all of Harry Redknapp's contacts, and the replies have been flooding in. So we'll start with Richard Cars. Who's Richard Cars?
Richard sells cars.
Brilliant. So Richard Cars, quite simple. Are you okay, Harry? Been on the booze? Question mark. And then he has put the emoji of a half-drunk glass. That's Richard Cars.
No.
Nick Knowles. Oh, Nick Knowles has come in huge. Friend from the jungle.
Nick, yeah.
Nick Knowles has started with a bear emoji. He says, bear, because I've seen you bare naked in the jungle. When you washed your crackers in the shower. I've not eaten cashews since. Quite funny from Knowlesy. And then he's put the very sweet two people with a heart in between. And he says, because you and Sandra are everyone's relationship goals. And then he's ended with, how the hell did you find the emojis when you can't use the phone?
He's not wrong.
OK. J Red?
Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie, your son, Jamie Redknapp. Very exciting. Oh, it's not from him. Hi, Pop. It's Bo. Is that your grandson?
Yes.
Oh. I have got Dad's phone. This is very sweet. How old is Bo?
10.
I've got Dad's phone. I really think you need to get back into football management. Are you sure you're OK? And then the emoji of someone's face was all over the place. That's so sweet. All right, Clive Tyrrell.
Good pal. Golfing, mate.
What he's done is he has cut and pasted the entire text that we sent into a new text. And then he's texted you underneath it, Harry, this is Clive. This seems so weird. This has just come to me from your phone. Just wanted to let you know, 5 question marks. Clive's very concerned. He doesn't want to play at all. I'm going to text him back. Come on, Clive, play the game. Poo emoji. Emily Atack. Siri sounds like someone I got off with recently. This is the emoji that sums you up. King emoji. That's a lovely, sweet one from Atack. P.S. Should I be worried about the turd emoji summing me up? Love. Very sweet. From Emily. Jerry Baker.
He's the one who's organised all my theatre tours.
I was in the cinema watching The Joker when your text was sent, Harry. It's nearly as bizarre as this film. See you tomorrow. Frankie Jung?
Frankie Jr.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard.
Uncle H. Oh, Frankie. When did you learn to send texts? Let alone emojis. He said, anyway, your emoji would be... And he's put a diamond. See you soon. How sweet is that? Oh, it's a brilliant one from Cammy. An absolute Cammy classic.
Chris Kamara, yeah?
Of all the people so far, Cammy has just got it. He's just got it. 3 emojis. Old man, then money bag, then a horse. And then he's put, no explanation needed.
Go on, Kelly!
What an absolute legend, what a wonderful centre-all.
It's Harry Redknapp and, of course, his beautiful wife, Sarah